Alright, so what's up, people? I tried to make this video yesterday, but it didn't work out so well for me. Which means I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet a little bit. Let's see. It's going to be top 10 movies of 2022. Now, right off the bat, I have to say that I didn't see everything, so I didn't see the second Black Panther. Sorry, I didn't see it. Shit is what it is. Yeah, other than that, let's get started. So I'm gonna start with, in all these movies I've seen. So let's do some honorable mentions because everybody has to do that shit. I'm gonna give Black Adam with The Rock an honorary mention. Man, it was okay. I mean, it could have been much better. That's the thing, though. Also, honorable mention to The Barbarian, or Barbarian. It's just, it doesn't have a "the" in front of it, the actual name of the movie. To understand what that word signifies, yeah, you have to get there, but again, this is one that kind of missed the train for me a little bit. Let me look. Okay, also, final honorable mention, Terrifier 2. Now, I think this is not as good as the first one, but I still think it's pretty good. You know what I mean? So, anywho, so those are my honorable mentions. Now, starting off at number 10, top 10 movies of the year, is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is basically Nick Cage being Nick Cage alongside of Pedro Pascal being the biggest Nick Cage fan in the universe, and being a movie inside of a movie. Oh, no spoilers. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's doing a beautiful thing, so that's just my opinion. Oh shit, let's get back to this game. Let's see what's going on here. What do we want to do? There we go. There we go, and there we go. Is that good? Coming in at number 9. It's going to be the new, it's the reboot, the reimagining, etc. of Hellraiser. This is the first of 2 Hulu originals to make it onto this list, but that just says that I think that they're doing something right. So that's my take on shit, if that makes any fucking sense. So yeah, I love this. A lot of people were mad that they put a trans in the fucking role of Pinhead. Look, man, I don't give a shit about that. I wasn't saying it was a trans kid. So where do we go next? Well, it's got to be Everything Everywhere All at Once. Michelle Yeoh. I know a lot of people like this movie a lot more than I did, but I think kind of the reason why they might have is that they're just into weirdo shit. And this shit just kind of... I actually fell asleep on it twice, if that says anything. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Who the fuck knows? Yeah. Second day of leagues. Or for me, or third day, whatever. How do you want to phrase it? Let's try that. I don't have any fucking clue. You know what I mean? So coming in at number 7. Oh shit, I'm falling behind. Coming in at number 7. Matt Reeves' The Batman. Now, originally, if you saw my review on this, I didn't actually like it all that much on first viewing. I really didn't. But then I kind of, every time I watched it after that, I kind of just appreciated it a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure that I agree with the concept of making his Bruce Wayne like almost a semi-repressed personality. I just don't quite agree with that, but, it can probably be what it's going to probably be, if that makes any fucking sense. So, let's hope that's enough. For fuck's sake. Alright, coming in at number 6. So I won that, right? Yeah, okay. Coming in at number 6. And yeah, you might be like, oh, too soon. No, it's never too soon. It's Violent Night. Violent Night, man. Santa going full fucking like John McClane. And the little girl going full Macaulay Culkin. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. This movie's damn near. It's a holiday classic to me. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. Fuck it. Yeah, man. Violent Night, dude. I played that shit. I kept playing it nonstop. Like, you know how most people tune into TBS and play the fucking Christmas Story over and over again. I just put my shit on my digital and I just kept playing it over and over again. I'm not gonna say anybody's getting mad. They actually enjoyed it. That's pretty nice. Yeah. So how do we want to go with this? What do you think? Well, I should probably get him off the floor just because he's burning, and him too, and then get me some energy back because he's up on energy. Does that make sense? Yeah, I know. I'm taking a little bit of a break. I want to see what I'm doing here. Again, this is I haven't played this deck very many times, so just want to kind of make sure I pull it off right. If that makes any fucking sense. Might as well get the basilisk out of the way. That should hurt all his. Yeah, okay. We're looking good. We're looking good now. Wow, for fuck's sake, is that... Oh, okay, sure, whatever. Is that all three? Oh, for fuck's sake. Damn, man, that's pretty bad. Okay, so I'm gonna go play watch an ad together. So number 5 is gonna be Prey. That's the second Hulu original on this list after Hellraiser. And the interesting thing to me is that they're making these reboots to franchises that all the fans have wanted. Now, as soon as we get a Dredd 2 with Carl Urban, I'm all in. But until then, get back to me, Hulu. I'm just kidding. This movie is fucking awesome. If you haven't seen Prey yet, you're missing out. I'll buy it for you, except I won't. Except I will, except I won't. I don't know, is he a real guy or not? It's hard to tell sometimes. I'm going to play casual. And I'm going to do Top Guys. It's got to be Top Guys, right? Do you want me to do Top Guys? Top Guys? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to do Top Guys. So, okay, Prey, number 5. Now, number 4, Bullet Train. Brad Pitt vehicle, except it's not a Brad Pitt vehicle. It's a vehicle for a lot of actors in a perfect ensemble that makes you think, keeps you awake. It fucking gets your brain going. Bullet Train. I had a lot of fun with this movie. There's only 3 movies above it, so keep that in mind. But yeah, dude, if you haven't seen this, fuck it, go see it. Alright, so where am I at here? What am I going to do? Obviously, he comes out. What do I want to do here? Let me do that. Let me see if I'll fuck with him too. If that makes any fucking sense. So number 3 is going to be The Black Phone. Starring, I guess you could say Ethan Hawke, but it's really starring a couple of little kids, which is the most awesome thing in the universe. And it's, an abduction story, but it's kind of like, it's a little bit more, I'm not going to say metaphysical, but it does, in a sense it does. It kind of leaves that aspect in it, if you will. So, yeah. So what's number 2, Dark Fool? You tell me. What's number 2, Dark Fool? Well, Dark Fool, number 2 is The Northman. I just think you and I, we kind of like see it the opposite way, in the sense of like there were some things that, I mean, as far as like the 1 and 2 goes, I don't know what your number 2 is, but I'm hoping it's my number 1, which we'll get to in just a second. But I really like this story, but at the same time, I didn't like the way that, to me, the guy wasn't necessarily what you might epitomize a hero as being. And in a sense, that kind of bothered me. And I know that's going to sound weird, but it's like, it's almost like samurai culture in a sense versus whatever the fuck this was. This was Norse culture, high Norse culture, whatever, low Norse culture, however you want to fucking define it. But I just like, to me, when I see something like that, I mean, there's one scene in particular that I'm talking about, and it's the penultimate scene. You know, penultimate, next to last. I just, after that, I just couldn't. Even though the finale was epic, it was just like you fucked it up with the penultimate scene. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. That's the only reason this is not a perfect movie, in my opinion. And maybe it's following a certain narrative, a certain story, a certain blah blah blah. You know, maybe, okay, fine, whatever. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm up 2 rounds. Cool. So that leaves only number 1. And number 1 is obviously Top Gun Maverick. I'm not going to be one of them weirdos that like pretends to say one thing and then says another. I think that would be kind of super goofy. Why Top Gun Maverick? Well, here's what I'm going to say about this movie, and I hope you understand this. Top Gun Maverick was the most movie in the last 30 years. Or 20 years or some shit. It's the last movie. Like, the thing that you just absolutely have to fucking see in the theater. You know what I mean? And was it a beat for beat remake of the original? No, actually it wasn't. Remember, history doesn't repeat itself. It rhymes. Who said that? If anybody can tell me who said that, you're an awesome person. Yeah, and let's go, yeah. And let's call this a good game. We're going to give him a good game? We're going to give him a good game? I'm not going to give him a great deck, because obviously I whooped them 3-0. But that sounds like a perfect end to this video. I went through my top 10 movies of the year. Top Gun is number 1 because, dude, it's an experience. It's like, it hits the feels. You know what I mean? And seeing Tom Cruise do what he does and understand that he believes what he believes, it just makes your fucking head explode a little bit, doesn't it? You know, how can this guy believe? I don't think he believes half of it. I think he believes a legit half of it. I think the other half, he's like, that's for the dum-dums. Trust me, Tom Cruise is a lot smarter than most people think. He's not an idiot by a stretch. I mean, he might be manic and shit. I'm not even going to go the depressed part. I'm just going to say the manic part. But anywho, that's it. That's me winning 2 games and talking about my top 10 movies. This turned out to be a much better video than the one yesterday, by the way. So.